Hey YouTube, Provo Beast here, just doing another stereo install for you. Today we'll be putting in this Pioneer DEH-X6700BT fully loaded unit. We're gonna replace the current Sony CD deck in here and replace that because the customer wants Bluetooth. Plan of action here is we're gonna keep everything, basically it already has a dash kit and everything ready to go because it's already an aftermarket head unit, so we don't have to change that out. We'll use all the stock install parts that are with this one already. Now in addition, we're going to put our Bluetooth mic right up here. I'll show you how to do this from start to finish. So the first step here, for removing the trim piece, is we have to pull this piece out that goes around the gear shift. Basically just grab it right there on the sides. It pops right out. Doesn't have to go far. The reason we have to do that is because we have to get into those two screws, and this piece actually rests on top of our panel that we are removing. Pull those two screws out here, and then there's going to be two more screws right up underneath. Once that is out, this whole piece pops off with clips, and I'll show you from that point. Okay, went ahead and removed all four screws. Now this piece should just pop out here. And again, they're just clips, so you can even use your hands. Now there's going to be these wiring harnesses that hook up the passenger airbag and control here. We don't necessarily have to undo those. We're just going to basically undo this bottom one, and then this piece will just kind of rotate around and we'll just set up top. As you'll notice underneath, that's where we will get into the dash kit and the radio we're switching out. So I'll show you from that point. Okay, so I undid that harness. There's one here. There's two here. Kept this one. It's the airbag one. I don't want to take that one out. And so I just had everything off to the side here. Pulling the stereo in are 4 Phillips screws. Pull those out and this whole piece will come out. And then from that point we're going to remove the existing stereo to start putting in the new one in. Okay, so I've removed the old stereo, unplugged it right there, and I pulled it out of the old dash kit because we're going to keep that for the new stereo. These are held on to the factory can that goes with the Sony. I pulled that out because typically each can, or the metal sleeve that goes with the aftermarket stereo, only fits that specific brand it was designed for. So we're going to use the Pioneer's sleeve in its place, and we'll put it right back in the same dash kit, and that'll go right back in. In addition, we're going to rewire up the wiring harness. Now I'm going to cut off, and we're going to keep this end, because this end goes just with the Sony one. We're going to rewire this one, match all the colors with the, let's see if I can, it's around here. Pioneer one, because it's a different plug, and I'll show you from that point. Okay, so what I did is I cut off the old wiring harness from the Sony, which we're not using anymore, and using that same aftermarket wiring harness to plug in those factory plugs. I wired in the new ones. As you can see, I used a crimper, and those are solid and they're not going to come loose or short or do anything wrong. This one, typically that's a ground here in the Nissan. I've already grounded it, that's not necessary, so I'm going to just keep that capped off. So this harness will plug in that one will plug into that one. This plugs into the Pioneer. Now, got this all ready to go. Use that Pioneer metal sleeve. And before I button this up, I gotta remember, you gotta run your, grab it here. Sorry. Gotta run your microphone. Now I'm gonna run that into up underneath the driver's side of the dash. It's gonna go up underneath. I'll tuck it away, and then I'm gonna route it up that pillar and tuck it right in there. So I'm gonna get that going here, and I'll show you in a minute of the progress. Thanks. Okay, so I'm running the Bluetooth mic. I just stuck it through This end plugs into the radio, goes down, just came out there. I'm going to tuck it up underneath here, and then basically I pull back the weather stripping and just put the cord right up underneath. Right up there. There you go. So I'm going to tuck that up underneath nicely so it doesn't get in the way of the pedals. And time to put the dash back together. Okay, we'll do a quick test here. Let's plug everything back in. Boots up just great. Good to go. So I'm going to basically now just do a reverse of my take apart and put everything back together, and we should be good to go. Okay, hold on, everything's back in, nice and tight, nothing's gonna move, and basically just have to put the shifter back in. That's no big deal. Everything works great. If you have any questions, be sure to like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. This was for a 2004 Nissan Frontier. Thanks.